hello, everybody. It's Tuesday. It's windy as all get out outside. So, you know.
I know. I have my
She's windblown. Look at her.
windblown look.
Mm-hmm.
It's a short version of Farrah Fawcett. Some of you'll know who that is, but most of you won't. Well, I shouldn't say
I was going to
that.
say, I think our demographic definitely knows.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, this is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together,
We
are
PM Artist Studio. I'm kind of croaky today. I apologize.
She's been coughing and all this wind and
sneezing. Oh my gosh, I had a sneezing attack today.
I don't know if y'all know this, but she has allergies. Just because we haven't talked about that in a while. And my hair's looking pretty good. So we've really covered the two things that we love to talk about the most.
My allergies and her hair.
And then art.
And art.
All right, my arty friends, do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. That's how I know that you are here. And we are an arty-friendly bunch. And that's how they chit-chat with you, is over there in the live chat. If you're watching in replay, we love you just the same. We really, really do. Let us know in the comments down below that you're watching. And if there was something that you liked or you have questions about, that's a place to do it as well. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Hopefully you have subscribed and done all the YouTube business that one does, because we do this, 4 times a week, and then there's sometimes a little bonus.
Sometimes a half a week on Saturday.
That's right, sometimes. All right, so do get those hellos in, because I'm going to hello y'all. I think that's it. In the meantime, while I'm clicking over here and getting people to, show up in the list, this is still the beginning of the month, and you have time to sign up for swaps if you would like to do so. That's over in Makers. That's the Makers of Mixed Media Artists Facebook group.
And I'm just telling you right now, I'm not swapping this month because I'm making cards every day.
Yeah. A lot. I do plan on participating in the collage prompts, because that's something else that's headed up by Eddie. He's Eddie Makes Art. I do plan on probably doing that towards the end of the month. And hopefully
What is the collage prompt?
Well, that's the mask deal and why I want to find the mask.
Oh, dadgummit, I want to do that too.
I know. So we may that one might fall into April. Just cuts.
We may have to go to the dollar store. I bet they've got blanks there.
Yeah. I really want to find the ones, because remember they had some really cool shapes and stuff. Of the ones that I have.
Yeah, I know.
And I still have quite a few that didn't have,
It goes.
I know.
I've already put my 2 cents worth in it. If they were sitting over there where they were before Kitty, you just shush it. Shall I haul him into the...
Yeah, I'm going to say hello to people.
Okay, come on.
Hello, Ann Webb and Ann Lar and Heather. Hello, it's been a little bit. Hopefully all is well. Becky is here. She is getting a tattoo. She won't be too chatty in the chat, but that's what she's doing. Carolina, hola. Cheryl, Cookie Wookie, that's Mo, Cynthia, Darcy, Elizabeth, Helen, Emma, Griffin, Shale, that's Rhonda, Jeanette, aka Janet, Jocelyn, Julie. Hello, Julie. Julie's been here before. Julie Atkinson. Different Julie than our Julie Parker. Carla, Katra, Laura, Lizzie, Jane, Marguerite, Michelle with 1L. Paula is here. Penka, Rosemary, Sepha, Silver Granny and Grumpy Gnome. That's Lynn. Star Traveler, that is Linda. The Shilly Studio, that is Margot. Tina Schwanberg, Veronica, and Wendy. Hello, everyone. If I missed you, it wasn't on purpose. Just give me some extra hellos. Pinky hello hands. Very, helpful, because it makes me see you for sure. And then, yeah. Hello, Cynthia. All right, we got to get to it. We got a lot of stuff to show you. In fact, we have new products. P's going to do this watercolor business in the beginning, and then maybe midway, we'll get to showing the new products.
Yes.
But just so you know,
yeah,
it's over there if you want to be down. Just pay attention.
First of all, I want to talk about my shirt.
Oh, well, I'm still got you in the thing. She's very happy about her Denali shirt. I was like, where'd you get that? I love the color of it. I really do. This dusty blue.
I like this color.
You look good in that color. Makes your hair look fabulous.
It does. And, of course, my hair looks fabulous today. But this is the whole thing, too.
Okay.
We need to love our parks and our park rangers.
Mm-hmm.
And screw these people that want to,
Yeah, not
pay them and take care of our parks.
There you go. Hugs and loves.
Dumb SOBs is what they are.
Mm-hmm. Too. Okay, going topside, y'all.
All right, topside. Yes, I'm very, and I've been to Denali 4 times.
Well, didn't we go? Did we go? No.
No.
Because it's a long drive from
Well, it's a long
Anchorage.
drive, but the way to go is to take the train. Because that's what I finally did. I've wanted to all this time. And when I went with Steve and Susie, we took the train. And that is the way to go.
I would
And
like
number
to take
one,
the
it's
train.
really reasonable. And number two, you've got photo opportunities up the wazoo. And you don't have to worry about stopping your car, getting out. I actually saw more scenery that way.
Maybe if we ever sell your house in Anchorage, we can make one last visit.
And take Izzy. Oh, wouldn't that be
Stay.
wonderful?
We could stay at the house. Get that
Yes.
free.
Oh, that would be, yeah.
That would be great.
That would be great.
We have a plan.
We have a plan.
Okay.
All right. So
Hey, Eddie.
I'm still working on this card that, you thought
Mhm.
was done the other day. And you see my spattering. I don't know if I'm going to get to spattering
We may
today.
be just numbering these at the very end.
I may just be pulling them out and numbering them all and saying,
Well, and
okay,
like I
this
said-
is one, and this is one, and this
Well,
is
and
one.
I've got a whole idea for the bats. I just haven't been able to do that because number one, I spent the entire morning getting the new products loaded.
Okay, yeah. So
3.5 hours, y'all.
cassette.
That's just to get them on the website. I didn't even count taking the photographs, and then Brad runs them through the little thing, and that goes real quick. But that's a process.
It's a process, y'all.
Mhm.
All right, I think I'm going to use this color to pull this with. Okay, so here's what I did. Let me just back up a minute.
All right, back it up.
Back it up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I thought this needed something over here. So I spattered it, and I thought, nah, that's not enough. And I used this stencil.
Let me know if y'all want me to move the camera in more, or if this is a good amount.
I think you should move it in more, but then
Okay.
you're going to have to move it out when I start doing my other
Yeah,
stuff.
okay.
I'm sorry that there's not a long arm on that sucker. That you can just scooch it up and,
There, I think that's pretty good. What do you feel about that?
Yeah. Okay, I can just scoot that up a little bit. Perfect.
Yes, you can arrange things too.
Yeah.
And squaring it up in there is
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't like these little flowers, and it's not that I don't like them. I just don't feel like they're the best I can do. And I think this is so marvelous over here and all of this other stuff. Those flowers need to reflect that. So I'm going back to my chrysanthemums, which I always do. I mean, look at this. Look at this stencil. It's warped. It's
been around for a while.
It's been around for a very long time.
Well, and okay,
Do we still have this?
I
or
was
is
gonna hold
a
on.
weird one.
I don't. Yeah, I don't really know.
See, I cut this off of some other stuff,
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm trying to.
and I sent it off to someone, one of my swap partners. The other part. It was
Right. I'm trying to remember if we have this in the larger form where they're all together.
they think they are.
Okay. It's chrysanthemums, or we call this blooms if you're, looking for this particular interesting thing that the little 3 flowers together. I don't know. It's this could be a random thing.
All right, so I wanted to experiment and do some things, and I tried this on this regular tissue paper.
It's just exactly. Most says the stencil is blooms, the same, only different. Yes. Uh-huh.
I sent the other part off to, I can't remember who it was, but it was one of my swap partners. All right, so you can see what happened with the, what do you call that stuff? The watercolor grounds. So I'm going to try it, and I put it on these stencils, and I'm hoping it comes off here. I can't imagine why not, because, I mean, all it is it's just acrylic.
Ish. The binder may be different.
Well, I use these little ones, so if I
Yeah.
have to, I am sure I can get it off of here somehow
Right.
or other. I'm not worried about that.
But as far as being sacrificial,
Yeah, these
This
are
is the
ones,
one.
Yeah, these little ones are the ones that I have
right?
put on the chopping block. Okay, all right. So we're gonna.
Gary.
I'll get back to that, but I want to get some paint on
Hi,
here,
Joni.
so possibly we could pull this. And you know what? I've just changed my mind. I'll tell you what, I love this paint right here, and I'm so glad it is in a big jar. I can't tell you how much I
She
used
loves
it.
it a lot.
The other day when I was doing the cards, the
You just kept going to that, and you're like, "Yep,
yes,
that's the one."
because here's the thing. See it? It's opaque, and sometimes I need opaque, and this is an opaque situation here.
We're in it.
We're in it.
Y'all feeling opaque?
It's very mustardy.
Uh-huh.
This is the Dijon kind. I was going to use this.
Dijon.
Dijon.
Not Grey Poupon. Dijon.
Well, I think Grey Poupon
is Dijon, but it is like, the premium.
Yeah.
Of the
whatever.
Dijon.
Okay, and then I did some more papers just in case I wanted some more papers. Got to get this stuff out of the way so I can do my burger off here. Boy, I'll tell you what. You just wait. I have got some stuff for you today, ladies and gents.
just hold on. That ain't it. There's a chunk of something that just kind of came off. It's paint.
I don't know what it is.
And if y'all did you hear the wind? It's crazy.
Well, last night it was like,
oh man.
Holy moly.
Yeah, it was some, and then I saw they posted some pictures and some signs, like stop signs and street signs, like bent over.
There's tree branches broken off all along the road on the way to the.
Yeah.
Did you see the one down by the stop sign?
And there was a little bit of hail, little bit.
I thought I heard it because I thought, boy, that's either really big raindrops, or that is some. All right, now there was also some mucky muck on the plate, of course. Dear God. Now one of those turned out pretty dadgum good.
It did. Now let's see if it comes up.
Oh crap! I didn't want.
What? It's fixable.
Cancel that.
Okay. Redo.
Hopefully.
We're going to cut that section out.
Hopefully, this redo is going to work. I don't know. I've never done this before.
It is Tuesday. She's experimenting.
Yes.
It's in the title. See, we're not
I cut this dadgum tissue paper and everything just for that.
Specifically.
And I'll whip that other thing on there like a nobody.
Like you're just on autopilot. Oh, remember, Mo? I changed it to merch. Because I thought swag was also like it. I don't want people thinking they're getting free things when they're not getting free things.
Yeah, and there ain't no bag.
No, there's not a short. No, it's just merch. Yes. There we go. See? Merch shirts, cups, and more. PM isms and logos.
I want y'all to notice my really lovely necklaces today. The whitish one is I broke one of my necklaces, and then I was looking at it. I was going to redo it, and I got to looking at it, and Marsha Markle's necklace was standing right next to it, and I was looking at these white beads on there, and so
you merged them.
I merged them. Aren't they lovely?
Marsha, did you see that? She merged them.
I mean, she wouldn't care.
Oh, I don't think so. I think she's.
I mean, I saved the other, and as soon as I find the rest of my thread, it's not thread.
You're gonna combo it up with something else. She does this with things.
But I've lost my
marbles. Yes.
Well, that too. But I've lost my
wax thread.
Not wax thread. What's the other stuff? Tiger tail.
Wow.
I don't know what happened to it. It's in a storage box somewhere.
Oh, look at the
light. The reason I could do this necklace is because it was what had fallen off was the end piece. So I still had enough of the wire.
Oh.
Because I made it a little shorter.
And then as soon as the good lighting comes, it goes.
All right. So now we've got both of these ready to. Don't really need any damn wrinkles out there. Okay. How about that? Okay, so then I went ahead. I had a little paint left over. So I went ahead and did this, and then did a little watercolor business going on here. So these are getting put into the pile for, possible inclusion in this month's stuff. Burn those at the bottom of that pile. All right, now we're moving right along here. So, I was not going to be, deterred by this. So what I did was, and it's going to take me a minute to figure out which one, and they're kind of blobby, so it really doesn't matter.
Yes.
Yeah. But I'm just trying to match them up a little bit there. See, okay. That was
Keep in mind the reason they're partially blobby is because it is old and she hasn't.
It's an old stencil and it's not going flat anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to have to just do one at a time, which is okay because that's what I was going to do anyway. So I've got these things that they smell like. I don't like the smell. But I like what they do. And especially like this opal one. But see that one? I got a little carried away.
Yeah, you did.
So what I'm going to do here is I'm not going to press so hard on this one. I'm just going to use little tiny bits at a time and really try to just buff it in there in certain places. Because if you get hard and heavy there, that's going to happen.
Yeah.
All right, this is really... So just take your time and kind of lightly, put it in there. Because you want some of the black to show. Because that's what's defining the petal. Now, see, look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that.
That definition.
All right, now I've tried the other two colors. I don't like either one of them. That's ugly. So we're just going to go ahead and keep going with the opal color.
Opal. Opal. And welcome to those of you that have come in. Do say hello to the chat so we can say hello back. As long as we're live, you have access to the chat, and that's when you can chat. You can type in the little thing, say hello to everybody. We're going to say hello back to you. Love upon you as we do. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and do all that YouTube-y business that one does. But in the meantime, even if you're watching on replay, upsies, please.
All right, need a little bit more down here at the bottom. And see, that's the thing that you can do. You can put it back on there. And just, give it another little rubby-dub-dub, which I probably just...
Good night, Carrie.
Went way too much. But no, that looks pretty good.
I was asleep at 7:30 last night. I was tired.
Mercy.
Yeah. I don't know what it was, but I was tired.
I went to bed fairly early, too. And I mean this morning, when that storm hit.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Well, and what's crazy is like, so where my bedroom is on that side of the house is usually the direction the wind comes. So, like, I really hear it. And there's a tree, and when we have our deck with our covering, which is like a metal roof, so it clangs on that. And I'm an extremely light sleeper. I don't know if I've mentioned that.
She wouldn't let me hang up my wind chime.
Oh, God, no. I mean, if you were a mile away, it'd probably still annoy me.
See, you can't just come back in and just, do little bits. I mean, that's kind of annoying, but...
Yeah.
You can't. And I think that looks splendid.
Very cool. So that is the, show that up into the thing again. So it's the Art Alchemy, which I think is they're part of the Finnabar people, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
And this is Opal Magic Wax.
Great stuff, but it does have a smell. If you're really sensitive to like florally smells,
yeah, you won't like this.
Didn't you always say it smelled like new baby doll? Like from her, I don't remember any baby doll smelling that way, but
that's immediately what I thought of. Whoops, just ripped off a petal there. Now it does take a bit for this stuff to dry. Of course, I'm not waiting for that.
No.
And this tissue paper. I don't really know even what it is. Somebody sent it, or it was something was wrapped in it, or
Hey, Janice.
or some such business.
Mm-hmm.
Just blot that a little bit, maybe.
Marguerite's been out saving gel plates.
She's been saving them.
She acquired 2 at 50% off.
Oh,
Yes.
I understand. We're going to see how this stuff glues down. Now, I do, you know, I am kind of thinking, okay, so before I do this, maybe I should show you my spattering technique and do a little of this beautiful blue color here.
So you're just like, you didn't like the first set of flowers. You just,
No.
Bye-bye. Okay.
Yeah. More or less.
More.
Yeah. More than less.
Right. I'm doing less of that more.
And then I really have, you know, we've misplaced the extra jar of.
Maybe it's with the masks.
I don't think it, no, chronologically that is not.
No. Doesn't fit the timeline.
No, it doesn't. Okay, here's the ugly one, and I don't know if there's anything we can do for it. Maybe we can reverse engineer it and put some black on top of it.
Yeah, flip
the problem
it.
is once you've got this waxy stuff on it, not much else wants to stick.
Right.
Okay, so we've got that. Now we're going to have to all right, let's get rid of that. Don't need this here right now. Talk about that stuff later, but I don't want to inadvertently spatter some of that stuff. So
No.
Get rid of that.
I should probably put up like a thing like you do at a, you know, Gallagher show. It's for the comedy. She's putting up a little blocker though.
All right.
Nice.
Now, so I need to decide on my color here. And what I'm thinking about my color is I am thinking this right here. I don't know. Might be a bit much, but you know when you spatter,
Hey, Tegan.
it's like it's not.
What are you saying?
When you spatter, you know, the dots are small enough that they don't like. That's still wet.
Well, I guess what she's trying to say here is that because of the size of the spatter, that wherever it ends, it's not like that noticeable.
Yeah. That.
Yeah. Hey, Deb C.
Okay. Thinking that might be a good one. I tried the fan brush the other day and I wasn't.
Oh, well done, Eddie. Eddie put a watermelon and a hammer in chat.
What does that mean?
It's my reference to Gallagher.
Oh. Oh, hooty pooty.
Hooty pooty. Well, this isn't your usual. Where's your toothbrush? And especially the one that you thought I threw away.
I don't. Oh. Okay, here we go.
There we go. Now we're back on track here. That's how she do it.
See him?
Yeah, you'll have to hold it up into the technology for us to. Because this is fine spatter. Hey, Jackie.
But it's not spray, so, you know,
Sherry.
I can wait later and peel it off.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, that's one spatter. Now, if you want a little bit bigger spatter, the spatter that I did out here with the black.
That's a fan brush situation.
That's a fan brush situation.
Mm-hmm.
That's a whacker.
More like my method, but she doesn't have the cool little. Would you like to use my block?
No, I'll just use my finger.
I like the block. think you need to loosen up your paint.
There's a very fine line there.
Yeah. I know that's
and I don't want it to be like super.
right.
I just want hints of it out here.
Mm-hmm. Here.
My dadgum paper's curved.
Here. Now, are you done?
Thinking I'm pretty much done.
I don't know about this. It's just, and I like the clicking of the block. This way you don't have to hurt your fingers. If you're spattering a lot, you need a block.
Okay, I'm pretty good with that. You know, like one little blob.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
All right, you gotta hold it up into the technology.
Okay.
I'm pretty impressed. There's not a lot out and around there.
A little bit, but not much. And I think that that's going to be just enough.
I love it. You did good.
And we're going to put the little chrysanthemums over here, and we're going to wait for our little blue dots to dry, although it isn't exactly the same blue.
I don't think that matters.
It doesn't bother me. Certainly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Set this aside. Oh, Izzy pulled off some of this the other day. She just loves to do that. She checks them when she comes up here. That particular blue, this iridescent bluish purple flash.
And that particular brand is similar to the shuttle art stuff that we usually talk about, and those types of paints come in those sets.
Yeah.
They're just those interference, color shifting, color change. Those are all words to, if you want.
Now, one thing I will say about this whole process of doing,
hey, Kathy.
Putting a product through the stencil.
Right.
The tar liquid black gesso stuff would probably work really great for this. I just didn't feel like I wanted to get that out and what's about with it.
The black texture, is that what you're talking about?
Or is the black gesso?
Yeah.
Because it's really.
But I thought we had.
No, you're right.
Texture paste. It's black.
It is. It's black texture paste from the same people that do Light and Fluffy.
Right, the Crafters Workshop stuff.
Right.
It's wonderful stuff, but it does have a more, and don't mix it with like tar gel. Like the reason it's tar-like because of the color, and it looks and kind of acts like tar.
It isn't Light and Fluffy.
No.
By any stretch of the imagination.
It has a more
black
gooey
and
effect.
gooey.
Yes.
It's like duck poop.
If you know that, like, because that seems like something everybody.
Okay, I just wanted to put this up here so y'all can see and appreciate.
Oh, and all that is also done with
ground
watercolor grounds. The black watercolor grounds it's the black stuff, and then you went over it with the white Prismacolor
pencil. Yes. All right. Here's the original flower, and here is the other one. And I'm going to show you how I got that mucky muck around the edge there. Because I think that really, when you look at these, they just say that around the edge is just completely changes the whole feel of the flower. This is like pristine and really new and cool. And I want you also to notice that I went in and did some gold little highlights there.
Oh, yes. Very nice.
Okay.
Are you going to do the pencil worky business like you did on the other one?
I didn't do any pencil work.
Oh, well, like the leaf. Whatever you did to the leaves on the first one, I like what you did there.
Well, I just took a really skinny brush and went around the edge with.
I like that.
Well, we might do that. But I want to do the splotchy business first.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that this is what I used.
Just going to splotch it. It seems like that. Oh, Deb C says these are gorgeous boho chic flowers.
Or I refers them to my old lady flowers.
No, it started out that way. Then you made them more boho chic.
All right, now what this is kind of a a technique that requires a bit of, you know,
Skill
and working it out and that sort of thing. Wow, this is really sticky. Oh, we got
Yeah.
a bit more than I anticipated, but that's all right. You know, each one doesn't have to be. Okay.
I like that.
Yeah, even this out here. Now, if you don't like that out there, just get after it before it sets up.
Yeah, I think you should get after that. I don't like it.
Think it's too much?
Yeah. I mean, it didn't look too much, but then once you laid it down, I was like, oh, it was kind of... Or, yeah, blot it out.
There we go.
Well, Cynthia.
Yeah, okay.
He needs to watch more here, and then he would understand.
Who? What?
Her husband doesn't understand the idea of having multiple plates.
Oh, well, bless his heart. How many pairs of shoes does he have?
Or what is it that he's into and has multiple stuff? That's how you should compare that.
I don't know if that's the one I want or not.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now what? I think what I used was good old Lucas Krill.
Oh, Lizette says that she had so much fun doing that watery stuff. Like that. What you
Oh.
This, yeah. All right, let folks know what that is.
This is Lucas Krill.
That has been altered with the airbrush medium.
Yes. Because it was getting
Old.
and cloggy uppy.
Kind of cottage cheesy-ish. Practice your line before you do the
Okay,
thing.
that was not the brush that I used. I need to find my really skinny brush.
You know, if you go the other direction, it doesn't make that noise. One direction, it makes that noise. The other direction, it doesn't. I'm going to put arrows on it. Which brush is that you use? What number?
It doesn't have a number. It's really super cheap brush.
That was a good one. Very nice. See, it needed that. Especially after probably better to do it after you do the smudgy outside bits.
Probably so. There we go. Alrighty.
There you go. That's how that flower's made.
That's how that flower was made. I mean, you know, absolutely two are never the same. But
generally speaking.
Generally speaking. Okay, so what I did with this.
This little flower actually comes from the, well, it's one of the Valentine sets. It's an ATC set. It's by Rhonda. I can't remember the name of the set. Maybe Love Me.
Yeah, and I should have had this in a baking, you know.
Yeah, a setup situation.
Setup, but I didn't, and
we're just gonna
go ahead.
Yeah.
I'll just show you the first part and explain what happened on the left. And I mean, you're not stupid. You can handle this. Alrighty, here we go. Just keep having drainage.
Mm-hmm.
Fine pumice gel.
She's loving this stuff.
I am absolutely, look at this. I'm
She's hitting it hard.
hitting it hard.
She's putting it on things.
Putting it on some things. You just, you know, what's your beak a little bit with it. Don't get too carried away.
Now, she's putting down this layer first. And there's a reason. Anyone know? I'd love to know. Let us know in the chat if you have an idea of why she is applying this first. Yeah, it's been pretty interesting. Because this is the pumice stuff that P used with the watercolors. So some of the watercolor cards she did last, was it Tuesday and Thursday?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I've got a little blobby there, but it's okay. Now, right away, what you want to do with this.
Well, make sure you close up your lid all the way. Tighten it up. You want me to get that into the...
No, I'm just gonna give it a...
Okay, wipey.
Wipey here.
I don't know what her plan is exactly, Eddie, after that.
What? After what? You just put it on a kitchen towel. And don't forget to flip it and do the back part.
So
some of it may have gone through and you don't want it to create a pushy-uppy situation.
She's using the pumice gel as a base layer because on top of the black watercolor grounds, she then wants a next layer, once the pumice dries, to put then the glass beads. And see, that's how she ended up with this. You would just put the glass beads because the gel medium that it's in
is transparent.
So it would still be cool, but like if you want it to kind of show up like it is here, it's a two-layered situation. What are you doing with it next? What's next, Patricia?
Well, what is next is this.
I don't know about that, Lizzie Jean.
What is it?
I did ask you to guess. I did. So Eddie was saying his guess was that you were going to gel plate over them. And then Elizabeth said you were going to colored pencil over them. I don't know about maybe. You might try that in the future, though. The pencil over the pumice.
The pencil over the pumice, I think, would be great. I don't think it's going to be so...
But they didn't know about the glass beads at this moment in time.
Yeah.
But see, there's glass beads is the next layer.
Glass beads are involved.
And now I don't know what's next.
I don't really know what's next either. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take...
I'm just trying to get chat involvement.
I happen to have some of this color out here.
Okay.
And I think it's, it's a valid
it would
petal color.
Daddy said pencil over the pumice would be a great book title.
Absolutely.
All right, hold that up into the thing so they can kind of see it with, at this stage. A little further. A little down. And see, you can see how it sort of, move. There you go. How it soaks in there. So it'll be interesting. Probably, Lizette.
I don't know that this is like, the bee's knees or whatever, but I think it's a different way to approach something.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's going to give your work maybe a little bit different look.
Yeah, and then post it over in Makers. I like what you've been doing. Lizette's been doing the long hauls.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. She's got some good results.
I'm going to see if we can mix this up some green here for our foliage.
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 Mm-hmm.
It's not very much different than what.
No. Well, and because like over the black, it kind of already went that direction.
It did.
Now you're blue.
Well, what I will do is I'll just blue it out, and then I'll come back.
Mm-hmm.
With some yellow, maybe a little brighter yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what color are we going to make our little center parts of this particular flower?
I don't know. Maybe just leave it like that. Like it's more kind of a sunflower type situation or like a black-eyed Susan.
Okay. All right, we're just going to leave that for a little while and let that,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
We're going to think about that.
We're going to think about that. We don't have to get that, you know, right now.
What are we doing next, Patricia?
What are we doing next? Let's see here. Well, we're going to talk about the next little card here. All I did with this one was just go over it with my watercolor.
Daniel Smith, the metallics.
Daniel Smith metallics.
The blue.
I don't know if I'm going to leave it like this,
I like
or
it.
if I'm going to cut out certain parts and glue them down on something else. For
Oh.
you know, I mean, I've got options.
You do?
I've got options.
I like that though.
Okay, now what did I do here? I think this is kind of a cool technique. So what I did is when I did my this is dabbing.
Dabbing. Some people just call this like, you know, traditional stenciling. We call it dabbing.
It's dabbing. And then I just kind of feathered it out a little bit.
I love that.
Then I came back with my watercolor and just did some background with, you know, put my water down, put a strip of water here, strip of water here, left these white areas, and then pull the water across them so that, you know, it could be a birch tree.
Oh, yeah.
It could be, you know, I don't know, cracks in the sidewalk. Whatever. On this one, I did the same thing, except I watered the paint down, and it was some of the same paint that I had, and hooked it up with the little tendrils that were coming off of
Oh, yeah.
the other, and I think it looks really cool.
I love it. I like those colors together.
I like these colors together, combined also. Okay.
Now what?
Now we're going to look at the stencils and the...
Brace yourselves, y'all.
Let me just get rid of all this other stuff here. I use this little stencil all the time. I've used just the leaves and I've used just the flower.
She really has. It's funny.
But I've cleaned it up so that it doesn't get clogged up in the points. Because if it gets clogged up in the points, it's going to be really disappointing.
Disappointing. When your points don't point.
I'm going to show all the stencils, and then I'm going to hand them to Mariah, and she's going to take them away. So that I don't have to...
Because there's a pot... It's a mountain.
Well, this is not my usual thing I put down, but
it'll work.
It'll do. I think the other one's buried over here somewhere.
I'm gonna pull the. Should I? If you scoot the green thing over towards your brayer off area, then you'll be more in square and camera. There you go. There you go. See, now I don't even have to do anything. And look, the lighting is fabulous right now. So I'm so glad that you're doing this right now.
Okay.
So on this board, and you're missing. Okay, well, she used the
that one I've been using.
Okay, and that's number. What number? We'll flip them over because I put numbers on everybody.
Okay.
Purposefully.
This is 2.
Of the girls. These are by Yolande.
2.
Some of y'all might recognize some of
This
these.
is 3.
Because they actually match up.
This is 1.
With, well, there's, I think one of them, that girl, right, number 1 girl, goes with the stencil. There's a stencil that is like the kaleidoscope people or kaleidoscope friends or something like that. Yeah. So.
Okay. So there we go. This is 2. This is 3. This is 1.
Or you can get them all. There's a combo.
Oh, it's like a set.
Yes, if you want. I did that with the Whim, let's see, Whim Wonder Rings is what I called these. And each one has a name that goes with it. There's Daphne, Delilah, Dolores, and Dorothea.
Okay. Okay. There you go.
And
Well, this one I'm saving out because I'm
that was your favorite.
my favorite and I'm using it.
Okay, I'll grab that.
Well, you can wait a minute.
Oh, okay.
Until I get them all lined up.
Okay.
Okay, here's some. This one and this one are also being used.
So these are Becky's beads. There's 2 listings because there's the blocks and then there's the strip.
I use this.
And Becky has a suggestion on the strip, so you'll have to wait to see what she does with that. But one of the suggestions is that to cut the strip up so you can use it in different, you know, like if you wanted just 2 or 3 together, or, you know, 4, and then, so you could do some cool things there, or just block those out so you could use it in different ways.
Well, I didn't do any of that. Okay, I really kind of, the reason I wanted to use the positive image rather than the negative image.
Right, and we call this markings versus block.
Is because it was more airy. It allowed more of the background to show through, and that you'll see why in just a minute. I loved all these. I got
angry owls.
Angry owls. Okay, they look puffy and pissed.
Dang it, I should have called them that. I don't know how many people are Googling them. I really need some puffy, pissed owls.
So here I'm looking at this owl and I'm going, oh, this is, he's saying hi, but that's his tail.
No, he's prickly.
He's not quite as PO'd as these other two. Look at this one. It's going,
she does it well.
Yeah.
I should have said peas, puffy, pissed owls. But they're by Paula. By Paula.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I wanted so bad to do something with these, but they just didn't. Oh, I did. I used this.
Okay, well, so these are 2 different things. Okay. So those that P just showed there, and there are 3. It's a set of 3 by Darcy. These are forestry leaves. It just comes as a set because I figured that, like, you kind of just need all 3. That's just how it is.
You can see what I did with that in just a minute.
Same kind of thing. These are new ones by Michelle Sharp. I know it's been a little bit. She reached out. She says, hey, I had some new stuff. So these silhouetted botanicals, which is just called botanicals.
They're just wonderful. I will.
Also in sets of 3, but it's one listing. You can buy all 6 together or in the 2 separate sets of 3. But we figured that you would want, like, it wasn't worth listing each individual one. You need more than one.
And you do. I think you need them all. Yeah. I just love this one because it's a little flower that we have here.
Diane.
Has that little tweety-doo.
Hey, Joanne.
I wish I knew what it was called.
What? Oh, the type of plants?
The plant.
I mean, you know, it's funny is a lot of times Michelle, like, she did the trees and the other stuff. She'll tell us, like, what they are, but I think she just called these, like, just botanicals, but she usually is really good about, like, letting us know what those things are. I think, so that's it for the stamps.
That's it for the stamps.
Right? No, there's another layer stuff. I was going to say, I think we're missing some things.
Okay, just a sec. I don't know what happened. Oh, here they are.
And that, well, you might grab that stencil set because that goes with, yeah.
I'll show that.
So we have 3 different options for the Black-Eyed Susans. Style 1, 2, 3.
This could be black-eyed, but it could also be echinacea.
There you go.
Just because of the longer flowing stems. And this one could be too. I mean, there are flowers that, yeah. I love these. I think we could make bouquets with the flowers that we have.
Oh, yeah. Well, in fact, Carrie just recently stamped a ton of them, and then he used that as, I think, his first mixed media march.
Oh.
To create a collage of them. That was beautiful. And then I was thinking, yeah, it's too bad I didn't have some of these. I think that was kind of one of my struggles with my collage that I did, is I needed more variety. I needed to back off of the cherry blossoms. I needed more variety. It's either you need to go all cherry blossoms, or if you're doing a mix, more mixture.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah. So with the Black-Eyed Susans, there's the stamps, and then there are a stencil option. Comes in the 9x12 and 8x10. We didn't do the 5x7. It just didn't seem like, because size-wise, you can't shrink it down. And then to me, it's like, if you're going to just use a section of it, you can do that by utilizing an 8x10. But there they are. Isn't that beautiful? I think that's a long hauler.
Yes, I would agree with that. And I'm going to hand you this one because I won't use it.
Okay. Yeah, just set them off to the side, and then I'll keep those for inventory. Or I'll just hold on to that.
Yeah, I'm going to hurry up and get something on that, so I don't have to worry about it being repossessed.
So, y'all asked, and you shall receive. This is the newest of the mashup stencils, and I don't know if you've noticed, but there's kind of a new design in there. And then so what Brad did is, this is a new mashup of things that we have, plus then a geo, what did he call it? Geo, dang it, did it this morning. I was doing well, y'all. I was doing well. But it's geo something.
Okay, so here's my thought on this. Well, Mariah.
Geotiling is the other one. Did you see the ones on the board there?
Here?
Yeah. So see, he utilized that as sort of a see.
Well, let's use the grande.
But they're kind of friends.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Brad's good at the
mashups. I'm going to yeah.
And these are more linear. I mean, there's some circular business that he breaks it up there, but
I'm going to keep this one because I want to.
You can have them both if you so wish, Patricia.
I'm going to alter the edges on that one so that it can be a.
Now that's something to keep in mind. That was a really good. I'm glad that you said that. If you are looking to alter the edges of your stencils, the 8x10 is usually the better way to go because it gives you more to work with.
And see, on this one, I probably won't because I need to hold it together. But on this one, what I'm going to do is show you is I will come along here and I will go along like that.
Mm-hmm.
All the way around it. So that when I put it down on...
You have a more organic edge that matches up to the design versus just a stop.
Yeah. And this works, this is very easy to do on this one. Some of them require a little bit more.
Sometimes you spend some serious time.
I have to spend some serious... And think about it, because sometimes when you alter them,
like on Darcy's neurosphering, you spend a ton of time, like because there were wispy bits, and then you have to figure out, well, how do I keep them connected so they're not too dangly, or do you want a little dangle? you know.
Yeah.
Some people like a little dangle. But dangle is dangerous.
Dangles can cause some issues.
Damage.
And they're harder to pull up.
Yes.
Without disengaging them from how they're supposed to be.
This is, okay, so there are 2 options. This is a style 1 and style 2. I think this is style 2, if I can remember correctly. Eddie's on it. This is from our dear king here in the Nert, the king Nert. Nert king. King of the Nert. There we go. I was trying to get that out of my brain. Distressed crosses.
They're wiggly.
I think this will be a fun one because, see, this will block out a lot of stuff. So what's nice is this is one to come back in after you have design already down. To come in and either dab onto or just put that.
Oh, yeah. And I'm just looking at this one, and I don't know.
Oh, you could.
Because if you came in here and you cut this out like this.
Mm-hmm.
All the way around.
Well, now you got to keep that when you drew on it.
Oh, somebody might just be absolutely gobsmacked. But, see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay, you can't have that one either.
She's excited about
the 8x10.
Yeah.
I'm not giving that back.
Okay. And I think you should keep... No, I think you should keep that 5x7 because show that because the size... Because there's a scale difference.
See, this is a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably not going to do anything to this because sometimes what I really like is I really like to have this place to hold on to because these are poinkers.
Yeah, poinkers. Or
just,
dabbers.
It is just something to keep in mind. I'm not saying that that's what you have to do. I'm just saying that's what I'm going to do.
Mm-hmm.
I can only speak to myself.
She likes to influence others, though. If you're into that sort of thing. You're in the right place.
Oh, my.
So this is Distressed Crosses style 1, I believe. I think the other one was 2. I can't remember which one was which.
This is really wonderful because you're getting a positive and negative here. Because you see this little business in the middle here?
Mm-hmm.
See that little flower?
Yep. It could be flowers or crosses.
Yep.
It all depends on how you look at it.
I love this. This is a good
Well done, Eddie.
This is a good pointer, too. Or a good spreader.
Eddie, always up for some good pointing and spreading.
Absolutely. One must be.
That's why he's the king.
Okay. Now, are both of these... I'm not going to do anything to this. This is just too... it's too hard.
Too hard. But you want that one.
But I'm going to keep it just in case.
Okay. I think that's wise.
I do, too, because now that I've said that... Look. Check this out, folks. Check this out. Okay. So all you do is you just mirror that edge.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Lord girl. Uh-huh.
Now, one thing you are going to have to be careful about. See that little jobber right there?
Yeah.
That little sticker upper? You want to make... This is probably... Okay, this is the back side. Make sure it's down on the plate. Use
on the
your
right,
brayer
yeah.
And get it down before you start running your stuff across it.
I think that would also be kind of cool as a long haul.
Oh, my, yeah. Usually, I like
a bit more open,
asymmetrical.
Oh, more organic-y kind of stuff. Yeah.
For that, you don't have to because remember that time I did those crosses and I cut them all out and put them all over. That turned out to be a really nice one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it is brutal here too, Lori.
All right, what do we have here?
Falling Angles by Miriam.
Oh, for sure.
And I think this would be really cool to mix into, so the geotiling plus this would be pretty cool.
The other thing is, I love having these little...
Hey, Dawn.
These little guys out here.
Yeah. This could kind of be a twofer situation as well.
You could come in you could do this in one color.
Oh, hey, Catherine.
And then you can come back and do that one in another color on the plate without ever having to, because you could just, be careful about how you did it. Or you could
cut it apart and do
poink it.
Or you could poink it.
Poinking is always an option.
And you have scale difference. Now, between the 8x10 and the 9x12, there's not a huge difference, but it is different.
Oh, there.
Like we actually shrunk it. Versus, because sometimes we just take a section of something and it may be the same across all sizes. We typically don't do that. We try to make them different.
I much prefer this, as far as the kind of work that I do.
Right.
To this. This appeals to me, and I see. I wouldn't necessarily, but now that I've said that, I look at that and I think,
just give her a second.
That could really be an interesting beginning. And this could go with the other one that I just used.
Yeah.
I've already sent them away. The one that goes all over in this corner is different than this corner. The lines, and they meet.
I love how you explain things.
Never mind. I've got it right here.
Aha!
Okay. So, you guys know that I do the packets for y'all, right?
If you are new and you don't understand what we mean by packets, if you place an order at PM Artist Studio, like you're ordering the new things that we're showing, because that's, part of what we do over here at PM Artist Studio. Many of our lovely designers are here in the chat. They want to give a little designer. They can do that. That would be really cool. But what we do is sell things over there. PMArtiststudio.com. And I don't know where I was going with that. I lost my train of thought.
But the little things that you get, the freebies that you get
that's
in the
where I was going with
packet.
That. But so you'll order and then you'll get those packets.
But check this out. Come on now. This is some awesome stuff here.
It is. Okay, so those two stencils that she's showing there in this particular design, one is the Desert Cracks, small. And then the other one is
That's the one I'm talking about that would go with this one.
Right, of the trigonometry constellation looking. But yes, that would be very cool.
Okay, so I had to make these blue ones because, and look at this. Isn't this gorgeous?
Oh, that is lovely.
I'm not quite through with it. I'm going to put one more coat on that.
Okay.
But look at this. Isn't this trippy?
Oh, yeah.
See where the black went over?
Oh, yes, but still a little see-through.
The blue went over the black.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's why it's see-through-y.
Yeah.
Very nice.
But I had these.
Hey, Devin.
I've had these, and I already put them away. I've had those blue cards that I haven't been able to match up with anything for like two whole
She likes to make the packets.
This morning, I was like, my God, I'm going to make some of these right now. So then I reached up. This is totally unplanned.
And Devin, thank you so much. I didn't want to share your Happy Mail until you were back. So probably this Monday if you're around.
Okay, so this is in Dantherine Blue, which I absolutely love this color. And it's just, it's a one-off. There isn't anything else that's like it. But this is what's cool. I went over.
Did you shoot some? You need to shoot some of that airbrush medium in there. Oh, you did. You
did
on all of those. Wonderful, and because they dry so quick.
That's what I need more of that to do that with the rest of them.
Okay.
But we can't find mine. Mariah says I had it.
I ordered some.
And I said that she had it. But here's the thing. As fast as I go through it, it's not going to be wasted.
Who knew the airbrush medium?
These will be as soon as I finalize there.
Well, good. It'll be fun for both of us.
Yeah. You can look for these in your
packets.
Okay.
Although it'll be a little while because she gave me some, unless she makes those and then I put them towards the front. But I've quite the inventory right now.
Yeah, I spent all day yesterday, practically all day. Until the nighttime. Okay. Uno más. And then we're going to do some jump letting. I'm pretty excited. I love getting all these stencils. And the
it
thing
gets you fired up.
It does. That one I was looking at. I would look through my entire stencils. I do not have it.
Which one?
The one that you showed me the other day, and I was going, that's a really cool stencil. I don't have that one. Day before yesterday.
Dude, do you understand?
No. Well, now, you know right now that I'm going to love the bejesus out of this.
This is from Rhonda. This is Tapestry. Rhonda, I don't know if you, I meant to tell, I didn't reach out to you, but there was just one little section that Brad had to come in and make a little connection point because it was just, because we'd cut.
Too floppy.
Well, and I didn't read her notes, so I cut a whole set. So hey, our IMPPs are building up. So, you know, any day now there's going to be some IMPPs in the store.
Packages.
And there will be some of these mixed in or variations of these because there was a little work that had to be done. Not that because partially I didn't listen or, you know, read the instructions because she needed it inverted and made into a stencil because it wasn't connected. And when I didn't, so I've got some masks that have.
Oh, flippy flops.
Free range and edges.
But see what I love here. Okay. Big, little.
Yes.
Medium.
Mm-hmm.
I know not everybody thinks that that's really, but I like it. I like it a lot. And I don't know. I'm just drawn to this design, and this would make an absolutely fabulous long haul.
Yeah. And it's a good one to do that with because it's one of those things where, like,
ripping it up and down off the thing
is not always ideal.
Stressing out points, and yeah, and I can, but I don't know. They look pretty substantial. I've ripped up this one right here. I mean, it's a mess. It's got 2 or 3 places where I've ripped it apart.
Yeah, it doesn't really,
and it doesn't really matter. I mean, I'm kind of careful. I love this stencil so much.
Yes, we know.
I love that stencil.
It's the Hall of Fame, like bricks, and you know.
It is. It's the one that I dig out and go to, and it's always on the top, so I use it.
Yeah, you can see the one probably over there, like weighs at least 3 times its original weight. The one behind you, big.
Oh yeah, the big version of it. I don't like it as much as I do this one.
Yeah, the small version, it gets you more impact.
It do. All right, so I've got that one hanging up. I'm going to hang this one.
Hey, Sonia.
Hang this one up, too. I might even use those 2 together. Who knows?
All right, well, you got an hour. Well, you know, 50 minutes.
All right, now I need you to come and take this away.
Okay.
Because I've got more stuff to show you.
Yeah, I was going to say, did you show them? Oh, yeah, you got to show them that thing that you left on my desk to ooh and on it.
Well, I've got more.
Okay, well, these you want to keep, right?
What?
This you want to keep.
Yes.
You need to put that in your stack.
I do. But for right now, I can't get to it, so you're gonna have to take it away.
Okay.
I'll fetch it later.
All right.
Okay.
I have more boxes coming for stamps, by the way.
That's really good because they no longer, there's no room at the end. Said Mary, Jesus, and Joseph. I guess Jesus probably wasn't talking at that age, but Mary had some things to say.
She probably had something to say about it.
Okie dokie. Oh, I'm really excited to share this with you because a lot of times the stamping business is something that I like to do. Pardon me. After I've done all the gel plating I want to do.
Yeah.
It's the last thing. I did these early this morning because I wanted the paint, this to be dry and not smeary. Because when you stamp over paint, you're always taking that chance.
Yeah, like it will eventually, as long as you're using like the archival inks and stuff like that, eventually it will dry. Now, there are some inks that won't.
Yeah, some of that other
like that
business,
like the Chinese red business.
Yeah. All right, you can see how I hooked together, and actually I came in with a marker. It's really hard to get them just perfect. The little
bye, Cheryl.
lines, but you can see the the stamp here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I really like this. This is kind of like Fran's thing that I really like, her urchin.
Yeah, you should put those together, see, because it would do like the little furry things on the outside.
Yeah. No kidding.
Those two need to get together. Have a little stamping party.
Where that was. It'd be really
well, you have
bloody marvelous.
I think it's with the flowers.
Oh, it might be.
You looked for it, didn't you?
I did. It wasn't where I thought it would be. Now, see how nicely I hooked that together?
You did.
Yeah.
Becky, she's getting tattooed. She can't talk, but she's supposedly
hey,
watching.
I read a thing about this. I don't know that tattooing. I think it's not. You shouldn't do it.
No.
No, it's not. It's not good for you. It's not good for your skin, and it's not good for your body.
Mm.
That ink has to go somewhere. See how I hooked that little thing up?
I have a tattoo.
That's just my personal feeling.
She doesn't have any of those.
Oh, I can't sit still that long.
Oh, no, that's right.
I can't even sit still long enough for him to do my dadgum toenails.
And she doesn't even like to be massaged, so, like, I can't imagine she would, like, be on the ceiling like a cat.
What?
The pain.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now I just dropped this out, and I had this on here perfectly. Then I thought it through. And you're just seeing a whole lot of. All right. So this is my stencil that I decided to cut apart. Okay.
That's Dorothea, by the way. That particular one. It's number 4.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay,
Dorothea is number 4.
That's not how I want this. Okay, this is the one. Even though it covers up some of them. All right, so what's cool about this is see the edges of that inner shape there?
Mm-hmm.
Right here?
Bump it like.
Yeah.
Coming
down here. And this here is mirrored over here.
She's so proud of herself.
Plan that?
No.
Hell no.
It was just one of those, oh, look at that.
Oh my God, isn't this fabulous? Then before it got dry, because I suddenly, as soon as I put that down there, I was going, I want to put that flower there. I thought, that's okay. I'm going to rub that out so it kind of just disappears a little bit.
Buff it
out. And it did that because there was a layer of acrylic paint there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're going to glue this down in my lovely style of gluing. You all know it's
petite. She glues petitely.
Now this is it's really important that you hit those little
edges more than anything.
And I could do it aerially, but it's a little more exacting when I got it down on something that's resisting a bit. But the reason is because you're going to be rubbing over those, and you definitely need to have those little hoopty-doos.
Yes, sometimes at some point stencils get chopped up and glued down.
Yes, they do when they are this absolutely
perfect color.
Perfectly wonderful.
Okay.
Now remember, I can whack it at the top and the bottom, and I really wanted to get...
It's more like sacrificial. Eddie says, and she stuck the landing. Good job,
Always
Patricia.
Isn't that wonderful? I mean, look at that. I just think it's so gorgeous.
Yes, that too, Sophia. Reuse, recycle, repurpose. Exactly. You're scaring me with that. I don't know if you're looking at that right. There you go. Nice.
FP.
Mm-hmm. What's that stand for?
Very fine.
Fantastically perfect. Mm-hmm.
That too.
Little up. There you go. That's the spot. Look at that. And if you want to really, make people drool, there you go, and then move it over this way. Love it. Yeah, see, when the patina on the stencil is to a point that you're like, this would be a shame.
Yes, to go over it with anything else. Okay, so that was that one. Now, we're not finished yet, folks.
And I'm going to get backs done. In fact, I need to find more of, because I'm going to print those. Because they're a size that I can actually print in the printer onto the postcard, blanks that we have. So we'll back those. And I can do the graphic design thing that I want to do. And then it's all done. And I don't have to glue another thing. We're just gluing down one thing. That's my goal. Might be done by the 31st.
Okie dokie.
Oh, what have you done here, Patricia?
Well, that leaf.
It's Darcy's leaf. Now you have to buy all 3. That's how these little leaves
Mariah
come.
took them away.
I did. You want them?
No, you didn't. You didn't. All right. This is sort of calla lily petal leaf. And all I did was I did try to wipe off a bit of the.
But it's not really all that noticeable because
it's so little.
Yeah.
And just because I thought
Meredith,
that I need a little bit of something in there. So then I put it down on this.
Oh.
Now look at that.
Look at that.
Isn't that just gorgeous?
Glue it down. Glue it down.
I think so too. And this is from a brayer off this morning. I swear. Because remember I was
but it's all the right colors.
It is. And I was cleaning up the plate because all right, now I can't remember. This is the top or the bottom. Oh, I don't know. What the heck?
What the, yeah. Well,
this is going to require a lot of very careful gluing lines of glue.
Let me tell you, I understand the struggle with that because remember I did the little pocket thing, and it was harder than you think because it starts squishing out of there too. Like,
oh, it's going to squish out, but
we know that with your application for sure. But yeah.
But it is important to get glue on those little pieces because they're otherwise going to flip and flop on you.
I like that. Was that she's GID. Get it done. She'll get it here in a minute.
One end of this is going to be whacked off, but I can't remember which one it is, so I'm putting down glue on all of it.
All right.
Here we go.
Okay.
Is that right? Yes.
Yeah, because the bubbles were on that harder line.
I want the bubbles over here to line up with this line. And then I want this line over here to reflect that line.
Right. That makes total sense. A quick question, though. I'm just curious.
What happened there?
What did you do?
Some of the patina on my stencil came.
Wait, I can fix that for you if you want. With my markers. Okay. Did you, when you cut the bubble part, did you have this and did you go along the line, or like did that just sort of happen, or
Well, I could say I planned it all, but I didn't plan it.
I know it just sort of happened.
No, what I did somewhat.
Okay.
Because I still have some of it left over here, some of the stencil. Because what I actually did is I cut the middle part out.
Right. Okay. Well, I think it's very impressive that you...
Okay, we'll just let that dry for a spell, and then we're going to talk about this one.
All right, can I hold for just a second?
Yeah.
Welcome to those of you that have come in. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. We like that you are friendly because we want to be friendly with you, and then give those thumbsy upsies if you haven't already. If you're new to the channel, do all that YouTubey business that one does down below. Subscribing, and then making sure again that you like this video. Share it with your friends. This is a good one. We got all kinds of things in this one. Ooh, I love that.
I just really, I'm almost feeling like...
You need to put kind of some line there, some stopping point for your bubbles.
Well, I kind of do.
Yeah. What you got? You got some more of that brayer off, or got a piece you can glue down there? Because that could be one way to do it.
Or I could just, bring in another whole piece that I still have.
Can we emboss on the printed Yupo? I don't remember. Oh, like the heat emboss? No. Well, here's the thing. Like, you got a few seconds that you can. Otherwise, then it melts down.
Here we go. I'm feeling that.
Are you?
Because of this.
Well, I like that too, but then I don't know what's going to happen on your one end there. Now, if you really did follow and cut along the snaky line there, that might be good. But then you're going to have that weird thing right there in sort of the corner. And you're not usually into that.
Not.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to go ahead and do that
anyway.
I think that's the only
Yes.
That is the only way to do it.
Yeah, like totally melted. It will melt. Different than Tyvek. Tyvek sort of ripples up. The Yupo just melts. Because it's plastic. Yeah.
Do a bit of nipping.
Mm-hmm. Little snip, snip. And yeah, definitely do not touch the hot Yupo. No.
There's a little wisp of...
Yeah, I noticed you did that on the bubbles. Like, there's little wispy things on the bubble ones. Yes, I think so, Sophia. I kind of remembered that.
I think that's perfect. Even though this is a little bit of corner emphasis.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to fix that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that better. That makes more sense.
Just removing that tiny little bit was very instrumental.
Yeah, because you didn't have it off like, okay, well, what's happening there?
Yeah.
Ooh, I kind of like that side. Just saying. It's an option. Yeah, before you start gluing. Hold, please.
Reevaluating.
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 New information has arrived. Backside of stencil, also
Backside.
awesome.
Awesome. Okay. So
I like that much better.
I kind of do too.
And if you bring it down, there you go. You basically, so you flipped it. So the one thing that was there, it's at the top. Yeah. And I actually like that a little bit better because the ball, is down below. Yeah, that's winner.
Alrighty then. Now.
Yeah, you need to put that one thing like right at the edge. Or you could even bring it over further.
What I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this one piece off that's sticking up there. Yes, please.
Thank you. I was going to... Oh, wait. No, I was talking about those two pieces that are sticking out along the one edge because you could block it right to the edge. I may have to come over and help her.
You mean this right here?
No.
Where?
So slide it, yes.
This has got to come out right to that edge.
Well, I know, but what if you slid it all the way over and just got rid of that one piece or put the...
No, I like them.
Okay. You could trim them slightly so you just give the ball a little bit more. Just a little bit. You know what I'm saying. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love it. So Rhonda says that it looks like a roller coaster with the built part underneath. And then Mo says, OMG, I was literally typing that, Rhonda. This is the roller coaster that we all are on right now.
All right, check that out.
I love it. That's so much better. Glue it down.
So funny is that we both said it almost simultaneously.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, okay, I'm seeing it, and is she going to see it? I'm just going to say something before she gets too much glue on there.
But I did just have one little dot.
Yeah. Roller coaster. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Now, if you don't want to cut up your stencils, some options that would be similar, not the same, but similar, as if you created, I mean, it would take some work to get there to get the papers that matched up. So one way would be to print onto tissue. And then you could overlay, or collage that onto like a brayer off like this. But part of the problem there is that, in between, it's not necessarily going to be the orangey business. Now, if you were to pull it with this thing, with a similar type ombre situation, so say you make this blue kind of first layer on the gel plate. Then, okay, you need to bring that down. Yeah. And twist. There you go. That was making me nervous.
Me nervous.
Do you need a wipey?
Got it.
Okay. Then lay the stencil down, clean that up, right, with tissue. Leave that on the gel plate, let it dry. Then ombre on colors similar. You could get a similar situation, so you don't have to cut up your stencil. But there you go.
I think you should just give it up.
We think you should cut up your stencils and buy more.
Yeah, we do.
This is, a business model.
Look at this. I just think this is
I love it.
Wonderful. Glue there. I mean, it's going to dry clear anyway. But Oh, I mean, that blue-green and that red-orange.
I love it.
Oh, my gosh. And look at this fabulous piece I've got left over here.
I did finish my honeybee collage. It was done yesterday.
Yeah, if you didn't show up, you missed it.
You can watch it in replay.
Yeah.
I have not photographed it, though.
I noticed it was sitting up there on
we had orders, and they were in the box, and then I really had to focus on getting the new products out. Like, that had to be done, because otherwise they were just sitting there, and there was no reason for that.
Well, I think that this stencil, I love it.
Here, let me trim those.
Can you please fix that one spot?
Yeah.
Bad spot.
I will.
the bad spot.
The bad
Now,
spot.
I spent time with this one. I think these are wonderful. And again, it's a part when somebody asks me, about doing these projects. I may make 15 in one day.
Yes.
I'm done.
She loves
with
to
that.
batch things.
Then I'm going to do something different, and that may be, but that's how I work. I know everyone doesn't work that way. I just, I don't know. I think maybe it was something that I learned how to do when I was doing batiking, because that's how you do it. You line up 5 or 6 different frames that you've got fabric stretched on, because while one is drying, you can be working on another one. This is why I have all these plates over here, is because that allows me to not just hurry something, because I want it to hurry up and get done.
Right.
This is my favorite. I love it. A brayer off. That's what that is. Now, I do love this one, and I think something needs to happen here. I just don't know what. I don't really like that. I don't really like that. So I don't know yet what else it needs, so I'm not going to do anything. I think part of it is I love this green part here so much.
By Diane.
That I'm not really willing to give that up quite yet. So this is unfinished. And I don't know,
Maybe. You got 30 minutes. 28 to be exact.
I don't know. I'm not feeling that. I think it interferes. I love this just like it is. Can you see how I did the little thing on the edge here? And then this one down here. That one's done. And it's like Mariah said, what she's going to do now, she's going to take and put these really flimsy ones, because some of these, I don't know why did I end up with this flimsy paper?
Well, these are your brayer offs and whatnot.
But it's flimsy. It's not.
Oh, dude, I don't know why.
It's really flimsy.
I don't know why I keep doing you, but
see,
dude.
Look, this is so flimsy it showed all the way through. But look at that. Isn't that just incredible?
Because you knew you were gonna glue them down to the postcard things.
That's probably true.
That was it.
That's probably true. Now I think this is quite nice. See the block, the stamp.
Yes, that thing.
Yeah, words are hard. The stamp thing. Yeah. Thank you, Mariah.
Yeah, can you ooh and ah at my little fix?
Yes. I don't know. It's still a little white.
I don't know why it keeps
What's the deal?
Something weird is happening there. I don't really understand. I think we need to leave it alone for a bit. Because I got glue in there.
Okay. We'll leave it alone for a bit.
And then I can clean up those edges. Yeah, look, it is showing up white again.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
I think it's going to need paint.
These are paint markers. It just so happens. This is acrylic marker.
And
it says high adhesion. I don't think that you should be doing that kind of work. Just saying.
Actually, what I'm going to
It's not taking it, which is interesting.
I'll just black it. There.
There.
Done.
Done. Sometimes.
Boom. Sometimes, because it's kind of on a black area there anyway, and there's some little black you can use out and about there.
There were options.
Yeah. I think this looks very wormy.
The stamping on top of that was brilliant.
Wasn't it?
Hey, Paige. Make sure those of you that have come in do give those thumbsy upsies.
And see how I put a little line to hook it up?
I don't know. I think the Yupo was winning.
Pardon?
I think the Yupo was winning.
The Yupo's winning?
Yeah, in the battle of that little edge.
Oh, yeah. All right, so look at that. All those are done. How much time do I have?
25 minutes.
Oh, good Lord.
I know.
Lots can happen in 25 minutes.
Yeah, you have some things. I was gonna say.
I've got some things on the plate. Now, I'm keeping these. Number one, I could, decide to use them for
more
stencils. I mean, obviously, I could. Or just leave them like they are and whatever.
How long did the archival ink take to dry on top of the Yupo or paint?
I did it early this morning.
So, 4 to 5 hours.
Yeah. Now check this out. I did this with my tape.
She loves using the tape. That's the craft tape. That's the washi tape. And she just use the little skinny one, the little... Mm-hmm. This business, this is the tape.
And I think this needs some stamping on it and whatnot now.
And then remember part of first step was that she used that plate as like a paint palette. Then she smears it out.
That's what messiness is there.
Then once it was dry on the plate, you come back and you pull up the paint
with the
tape.
The
and then you pulled it with the metallic magenta.
No, the tape was pull the tape, and then you put your color down.
That's why you're seeing.
And that's showing that line. Now here, that really low contrast because I want to do.
I like that though.
I want to do some of those.
I
was gonna do the flowers that I had. Oh, here, look. This is our watercolor experiment.
Mm-hmm. That's been on there a couple of days. See the oil from the plate sucking through.
Yeah, I did this the same day that. Now remember, if you pull this right away, you're going to get more watercolor left behind.
On which one? On the pink thing? Griffithsville, that's Rhonda. She would like to see one of the pissed puffy owls on there.
On the pink one?
I think that is appropriate.
I think it would be wonderful.
Let's do it.
Well, I don't have them anymore. I sent them off to you.
can make that happen. And what color? And then I think it should be wand, because if we want it to be, during the street.
Well, I was thinking about black and you
wand with the black.
Put some black shiny stuff on it.
I know, I like
Make
that.
it a really
emphasis. We like some emphasis.
Okay, I want you to just notice the painterly surface here.
Smudgies.
So wonderful. And this is the Lucas Krill stuff right here. Pastos, beige, heavy body. It will pull up some stuff.
All right, Rhonda needs to pick an owl.
Well, let's look at them and see
who looks best on there. Who wore it best?
I think it's got to go in portrait position. They're all little fat chubby dudes. Sit it right on that line. Right there. It could be perched on that. I kind of think that's the one. It's a little more linear. This one's more squatty.
Yeah. Fills the space right.
Yeah. Yeah. All righty. Now, I better squirt some stuff out there. I didn't do that today.
What are you squirting out where?
Oh, that was a sad sound.
Hey, and this could be another one of our daily cards.
It could.
We're still working on our mixed meeting March 25 hashtag. It's all going to pull together. We're not doing it exactly as we're supposed to, but that usually happens over here. This wording. We're doing our best to follow instructions. I think by the end of the month we'll really round it out right. Oh, Rhonda says do a stamp test first.
Sorry.
I saw that right as she was putting it down, so I was like, but I'm going to say it anyway. Yep. Oh, look at that.
Who needs to test when you've got,
You know.
my kind of skill set there?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Oh, wait, where's my thing? Oh, wait, I got to do this first. And then, you know, I'll make y'all laugh even harder.
Oh, I love that. Look at, he's going.
Well, I picked, she has more owls. But I liked these three because they were the grumpy ones. And I just really felt like those were very appropriate for all of us here.
This one with his tail up is the least grumpy.
Yes. He's just more serious and maybe just, he really is more like pissy.
These other two are, this one's a puffed up pissed. This one's just kind of a harumph.
Harumph.
Alrighty.
Okay, I had to dust him off.
You had to dust him off?
Yeah.
Well, that should have been wet.
Well, no, but remember, this is fairly newish paint, so it's going to be a little more, and staticky, I would say, probably from pulling it off of the plate, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Probably some things to keep in mind. Okay, we're going to call that good. It's not FP, but it's as good as he's going to be. No, just the embossing powder. You know, like we usually do with the heat gun. About the heat gun. Yeah, I mean, between, like, some things to probably consider would be, all right, she being P, has recently conditioned all of her plates, so it's going to be a little oily there. Plus the fairly newish paint. You know, if it's full on dry versus, so I could have done the little powdery thing, but the only thing I don't love about the powdery thing is it in itself sometimes, when it's still not fully dried paint, it sort of stays on there and you can see that chalkiness of it. Yeah, and I don't love
like that at all.
So, yeah, I would almost rather have the little extra bits around.
Yeah, I don't mind the extra bits.
Because at least it kind of adds to the texture and doesn't make the whole image look dull. That's what I'm trying to say. Or even like a whole patch, because depending on where you pat down the thing. Yeah. All right, I think that's super fab.
Oh,
yeah, I've done that. I still get it to, like, I don't know.
I love it. Oh, that's the wrong color. Just about made a horrible mistake there.
What were you doing?
I was gonna sign it. It's done.
Well, we've got to put it on a card. It's not done.
Oh. Well, I could have still signed it. Okay, I'm just piddling around with this little piece of paper here.
Yeah.
Which is really, I really enjoy doing this kind of.
Yeah, the doodle business.
Piddly farting around. and I'll do that later. But I think this is turning out quite nicely now.
She will continue on, is what she's saying.
Well, we need to see if we can pull. Got flowers.
You okay?
Yeah, sort of, kind of. All right. I think I screwed this one up totally.
Yeah, that was not good decision making there.
It wasn't good decision making.
But see the oil on there? So I think that, like, that was probably more to do with it than anything.
And remember, this is the second part. I've already pulled it up once.
Right.
I don't know. I don't hate it. But I think the blue was a bit much.
Yeah. It washed out like the green areas.
It did. And
or didn't really wash them out. It ate them up.
The reason I did go with the blue, though, is because I only had a blue circle there that was left. So, you know how I feel about just having... I think I can come in with black markers and define some of these shapes that are still out there, and
I would say
save it.
What would be even more better than that would be coming back in with like some lime green marker. Let me just tempt you with this.
I don't want that.
Just do it, Patricia. Give it to me then. Give it to me.
I'm not going to let you do that because I got plans. Girl. Okay, I think that was it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we've got... Oh, yeah, we got to pull some.
Oh, the flowers, yes. You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they're going to be... If they come up...
Right. Oh. Look at that. Suavecito.
Well, there you go. Now you know you can use your watercolor ground on your plate.
Oh, yeah, you got some purpley business. That was...
Well, we knew that.
Yeah. But I like it.
But check it out.
Oh.
Now, I don't know
if that's an impression.
I don't know if it is.
Or if it's some kind of... It looks like some kind of... Something
left behind.
So here's something to think about. Because we know this about, for instance, the Liquitex iridescent medium. Always leaves more back behind than you think that it does.
I'm trying to get something underneath that because I don't know if you can see.
Well, where's your black piece of paper that you had? There you go. I think you can kind of... I mean, I can see it from over here. So y'all see that, like, filmy business that's left behind there? Sometimes it's just the impression in the plate because she's left it there for a day or two.
But I didn't. I just put this on.
No, but the ground you did...
Oh, that's true.
Like a day or so ago.
Yeah.
So that could be it. But the way that this looks doesn't look like how it usually, you know, like that it's an impression into the plate.
I don't know if that's going to be something that is...
And I don't know that we'll be able to really tell. I mean, maybe if you put black paint down.
I don't know. Another bag says 15.
That's bag number 15.
Well, let's see if it does the same thing on this one. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, like a resist, exactly.
Yeah, it did the same thing.
Kind of like a coating. It leaves back a little bit of a coating. And that would make sense with what we know about what the product's supposed to do. Right?
There we go.
Good job. She's a professional.
Alrighty, well, we'll check that out. But we gotta check out our flower situation here. Remember, we've got blue business on this. Oh, look at that spattering. Okay, so what do we think? Do we think that we're going to go with... I think the blue ones are going to be good. Now, I can sit here and tear this out around here. But I don't know that I really want to because that yellow is just not right for that anyway. Maybe put those on something else. you know, they won't be wasted. All right, let's just get this poker down here.
Look at you.
I'm using my sort of thick. I gotta be careful here because I've got blue water.
Blue water.
But I think it's diluted enough that I'm gonna.
We're gonna go with it.
We're gonna go with it. Blue stuff anyway. And I kind of want to
Oh, Mo said, can you poke it? Does it feel dry?
what?
I don't know. That was a moment ago, so it might have been about the whole, like... Yeah, I think it was all the way dry.
What was all the way dry?
The medium that were the watercolor grounds that were on the plate.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was dry.
Yeah,
sure.
and then poking the gel plate. Mm-hmm.
Check that out. You know, I'm always excited when things work out the way that I imagined that they were going to. Because
you need to move that one down a little bit. It's crowding the other one. I don't like that. Thank you. Hey, I endure you at least once a week. You know,
I thought I was very helpful yesterday with the flowers.
But sometimes you even had to come over
and point it. Everybody got to see me in my day off.
Yeah, a little bit. It was important.
It was very important, and you just were not doing what I wanted you to do so much at the time. Well, one thing you could say about it, that dadgum tissue paper just...
I think so.
Flippin' disappeared.
Nice. That's spectacular.
I think it...
That's redemption. Because those flowers were sad on there.
Those flowers were poopy.
Yes.
I should have left them as just coins. When they got cutesy was when I cut them out. And they were just little round coins.
Well, and then they blended in, and it really was like, okay.
Yeah.
You did a lot of work for a whole lot of nothing. Sometimes that happens.
Sometimes that happens. And that blue isn't exactly the blue that I envisioned it being.
No.
But I don't hate it. And what I could do...
I think you need to come back with that blue.
I could do...
And just put little tips or you know, bits on your flowers.
Well,
I'm
trying to find it. Here it is.
Same blue.
Let's see if I can grab my...
So it makes sense.
I don't know. Is it still wet? Oh, it is a little bit, but I think I need a little bit more oomph. That's kind of watered down.
Liz said it was the bee's knees, right, P?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
This is bluish purple flash. I think I already said that once.
Yeah, when you were doing the spatter business.
Now, the thing about it is I don't really know if this is going to take because of that.
Yeah, the waxy business. Well, maybe just hit some of the darker. But see, that's already better that you just put a little bit in those. Just to say, okay, it makes sense. Okay.
God, this stuff stinks to high
heaven. And it smells for a while.
And if you lock it away in a confined space,
the space smells like it.
You open it up and it woofs out at you. Okay, check it out.
All right, hold it up into the technology and then scoot it over a little. There you go. Maybe down towards you a little, just a little bit. There you go. Perfect. Oh my God, that is squared up. That's boom. Shakalaka. I love it. I'm much happier with this, and I like the leaves and everything with it because It just, that all makes way more sense.
Another card. Boom, boom.
Boom, boom, y'all. All
Boom,
right,
boom.
my Arty friends, since this is Tuesday, it means that the next time we come back on will be Thursday. We will have thoughts.
And we're going to draw. I wanted to show you this the last.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hold it up and just see how much it kind of glows with those beads. It's very interesting how those beads work. I dig it. So yeah, we'll be doing some of that, making more cards. It's hashtag Mixed Media March 25 that we're participating in. I wish I could give you, like, I mean, I know we've done at least 4 cards. It is the 4th. We will get back to y'all on the whole numbering and signing things. That's just going to be a different day.
Different day.
Different day. Thanks so much for hanging out. We will see you back here on Thursday.
Love you.
Like a
long haul.
bye, guys.
Bye.